This is from building_stuff86 who says, how do I start shipping? Okay, so I have my SaaS ready. It's completely free to ship. Where do I start? I want to gather suggestions and reviews on the current state of the service. Would you use it? What can I improve, etc. I'm also planning to promote on Twitter. Also, please suggest a few subreddits to promote on. So they have a software as a service platform, and they're ready to ship. Okay, so are we talking about actual shipping, or are we talking about they just want to get the product out there for people to start?
Don't know.
I think by shipping,
it's kind of a cryptic message.
Yeah, I think by shipping they mean I want to get people aware. I want to make people aware of my product,
right?
As opposed to I'm going to start sending things in the mail.
Yes,
that's my guess. So,
unless
your world, my friend, is all you.
This is all me?
All you. No, seriously. So, okay, yeah. So forget the question.
So promotions.
Yes, promotion of a SaaS product.
Depends on whether you have money or not.
Assume not.
Assume we don't have any money and we want to promote, and it doesn't.
You know what? No.
No.
If you started a business,
yes,
and you didn't have money for marketing, why are you starting a business?
That would be 95% of all businesses.
Okay. No, absolutely. Right. So why are you starting a business? So because when you say you don't have money, people are thinking, do I need a couple $100,000? Blah, blah, blah. What would you, if you're starting a business, what would you say would be a good budget to start with on promoting a SaaS product? $5,000, $10,000?
Probably between 5,000 and 7,000.
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking.
A month.
A month. Okay.
A month.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
I mean, because the reality is,
put some money aside. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're going through so much noise.
Correct. Right. That is the biggest problem. Is you are going to be spending. The biggest problem is people underspend and then don't understand why they didn't get results. Right.
Right.
So I've had clients whose total marketing budget was $3,000 or $4,000 a month, and it's spread across 2 or 3 platforms.
Yeah.
And then we're looking at the results and we go, but if we just took and put it on 2 platforms instead of 4, the cost per result would probably come down.
Yeah.
Because you aren't at a point where we're hitting diminishing returns, right?
You'll pay the same amount, but you'll get more people out of it or more sales out of it.
So you're spending more money on ads.
No, if you consolidate.
If you consolidate, you're spending the same amount of money,
right?
But your cost per result goes down because it becomes more efficient, right? It's not a flat scale, right? When it comes to any of this stuff. You could spend $1,000 and get 10 leads. You could spend $2,000 and get 40 leads, right? A lot of it has to do with, because many of these ad platforms are a bidding system. So everyone is bidding against each other from 6 a.m. to noon, right? When other people start running out of money, your ads become cheaper to display, right? So you're paying maybe half for the cost per result at the end of the day than you were in the morning, right? Like, that's extreme, but it's just so that people get an idea. And of course, the platform that you're using to advertise is trying to maximize the dollar amounts they get. So it's weird how it's like this balance of how much money can we take from the advertiser versus the result, right? That's why, like, I saw it was fascinating. There was a guy that had a moving company, and they had narrowed it down to that they only advertised 3 days a week, 4 hours at a time.
For whatever reason, the statistics told them that.
Yeah. Because 80% of their leads from the previous year came on those 3 days during those times.
Beautiful.
Right? Like, talking about analyzing the data. So they literally cut their ad budget by, I think, 20%, and their leads increased because they made sure they never ran out of money on those 3 days. So what they had previously used all week to advertise was now consolidated into 12 hours. So instead of advertising for
100 and some 6 a.m. doesn't help you, or maybe it does.
Correct. Right. they had consolidated their entire budget into 12 hours worth of advertising that they had found was the most likely time that someone went through, clicked the ad, called them, and they closed the deal on it, right?
That
Like
is pretty cool.
that's how nitty gritty some of this stuff is.
That's neat.
Right.
And you talk about this a lot too,
Mhm.
and as you just mentioned, and I just want to make sure that building stuff here understands: do not take money and spread it into 20 different places, right? It needs to be what, one, maybe two.
Test one thing.
Yeah, test one market, right?
Yep.
And whatever that market is, whether it's
the reality is you can probably do $1 million worth of annual revenue by only advertising in one place.
okay.
Like relatively easily.
Yeah.
Whether that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Google, whatever it is, you can easily hit $1 million in revenue by just advertising in one place, right? And then once you start seeing diminishing returns on that, now you could look at a secondary market,
Yeah.
right? Especially because when you're selling all over, it doesn't matter. If you were only selling landscaping services in a 5-mile radius of what your business address is, no, you probably need more than one, right? Because that market is going to be, how do I explain it? That market needs brand penetration
Yeah.
as well as actual ads, right?
Right.
And there could simply not be enough searches being done
Yeah.
for you to be able to hit those numbers in that small of an area, which means, okay, now I can expand where I'm advertising. Now I
Right.
can go get the billboard or put it into meta ads or whatever it
Yeah.
is, right? Which is really what the balance for a marketing budget is all about, is how do we maximize the return on the money that we're spending, right? And the answer isn't always advertise in more places.
Right.
Sometimes the answer is advertise in fewer places.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah. So anyway, building stuff, take your whatever money, however you're going to, and it's not going to be free. Okay. It's like, oh, I'm going to post in some subreddits up chat board. It's no, it's just
So
not going to
you
work.
can,
You can do that, but that can't be it.
correct, but it's extremely time consuming,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Because that's why I always say, like, if you have more time than money, do that type of stuff. Go join the forums that talk about whatever industry you're solving the problem
Yeah.
for. Perfect example is the guy that sells cleaning products, right? Hasn't advertised a day in his, well, that's not true. He used to advertise in a magazine,
Right.
right? That magazine is no longer around. So he hasn't advertised since the magazine went out of business. They have grown their business to almost $500,000 in revenue by simply joining chat forums, Facebook groups.
Wow. So it can be done.
And genuinely answering people's questions and becoming a resource. It can be done. It's just very, 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 very time consuming.
Which
right?
is still money. Because instead of you going out and building your business, so to speak, you're taking all your time advertising.
The only thing he does as far as what I would consider marketing is every once in a while, he'll put out a YouTube video. And it's just a YouTube video that he actually does for the people that are already buying his product to explain to them how to get the best use out of the product they already bought.
Understood.
Right? So they're educational videos. They're not even, he's not even trying to sell you.
No, I get it.
Right?
Totally get it.
So yeah, it is doable. It's just very, very time consuming.
All right. Let's move on. We got time for one more.
And I think this is true across almost anything in business, is that the free version is always going to be more time consuming, or there's going to be something lacking in it versus the paid version.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right. I was thinking about this because I have to do a talk in about 6 weeks, I think. And the topic is how to choose the right AI models for my business. Right. And the answer is it's largely task dependent. And the answer is probably not going to be the free version of anything.
Right.
It is going to be a paid version of something. It's going to be something, because if it adds that much value to you as a business, that it's cutting down salaries or freeing up time, it is going to cost something.
Yeah.
Right. And it's interesting to me how many people, like, You tell them, oh, it's going to be $49 for this chat bot connected to the AI. That's going to be your total cost. So like $600 a year. And they're like, oh my God, that's a lot. I can use the free chat. I'm like, but it doesn't automate it.
Right.
It doesn't
right.
And it's going to cost you
the time it saves you.
It's going to cost probably between $3,000 and $5,000 to set it up, to create your custom chatbot, to do all of these things. And then it's going to be $50 a month after that. And they're like, oh my God, that's a lot of money. And then you're like, yeah, but it just freed up half a person for the rest of the year.
Right.
Right? Like,
which you'd have to pay significantly more to.
Correct.
Yeah.
If you found this clip interesting, make sure to go listen to the full podcast. There's lots more content there.